Okay, so we have the big O definition here, and we have okay, so we have the big O definition here. Then we want to write it replacing the f function with the constant 1. So all we have to do here is to say 1 and to say that there exists and everything else should remain the same. The positive real number such that basically I'm just copying this over. And then here, I'm basically saying f of n is 1, so more than c. Okay, so that's a constant function. So now we want to prove that this other constant function, or linear function, is within the big O of 1. So basically this is saying that for any other constants, including linear, so like just n with its own power, it's going to be within the big O of 1, and we're going to prove this here. So let's write out what we want to prove. And then here, instead of gn, we write n plus 1, and it's smaller than or equal to c. Okay. So we want to prove this, so okay. Proof. Okay, so this part, existential, so we choose a value. And we're gonna, as usual, we're not gonna choose it yet. We're just gonna write it out and see what we need. We choose it after. Okay, sorry. So next part here, we're gonna let n be arbitrary. So rewrite that. Let n be arbitrary. Assume n is larger than or equal to n naught. Okay, and then we want to show so let's see what we have to work with here. The only thing that we were able to, let's see here. So it's helpful off to the side here to have a little bit of rough notes. And we look at the left-hand side here. Well, if n is 76, then you would have 100, 77, 77, which is 101. So if we set n to be 76, then we have this. And then this is 101. Then we can set c to be 101. So then we would end up with something like 101 is smaller than or equal to 101, which works. So let's try that out. We want n here to be 76. So let's try making n not 76. So then what do we have here? We know that n larger than or equal to 76. Okay. Well, if n is larger than or equal to 76, then we know that 100 plus 77 n plus 1 is going to be larger than or equal to 101. And look at that, 101 is c. So we just proved that 100 plus 77 n plus 1 is larger than or equal to c. And that's the end of the proof. So basically this one was a little bit trickier, but we took a look at this here. And then we made some guesses towards what we want. So we want our value C here. And then we know that we just added 76 here, then it would be 101, it would be a whole number. So then we tried that, 101, and we made that this 76, or n not 76. And it just turns out it works.